Welcome back to Let's Talk Sports. I'm your host, Kevin Morales. Now, as we go to a wide shot here, and you see everybody who's sitting on the couch along with me, you're going to tell that there's one odd man out here. Can we just give the camera a flex, everybody? Can we give it? There we go. Yeah, one of these things is not like the other, but that's all right. To my left, Mr. Nick Ross. To his, all the way down to the end, we have Anthony Chin, and then in the middle, Damian Maxwell. All three of them professional bodybuilders from the Cayman Islands who, within the last year, you all received your pro card, right? Now, Nick, we had you on the show a couple weeks ago as our sports person of the week after you won your pro debut. Since then, how's training been and kind of what's up next for all three of you?
I've actually been taking quite a bit of time off because, for the show I had a 20-week period to prep. That 20 weeks, I trained twice a day for 20 weeks straight, didn't take no days off. So it took a lot out of my body. So for the last couple weeks, I've been taking a lot of time off to just, rest and recover and kind of relax a little bit. And now January, so I better turn beast mode on. As of right now, I'm kind of back and forth if I should do another show because I do want to take time off to grow and get bigger. But I am in good condition now, so I'm thinking of, do another show within the next couple weeks. Just to kind of get one under my belt, just the experience, and I also love it as well. I mean, it's, so great to be on stage, to present all your hard work, and to, say it's top 5, top 3, maybe win. I mean, it doesn't matter what the place, and it's just being there, presenting your physique, competing, it feels phenomenal. Mm-hmm. But after that, I'll definitely take a good year or two away from stage, add some more size. Yeah.
And before we go any further, I have to commend these guys for their dedication to coming on the show. They've had a long day. They incidentally showed up for Daybreak this morning at 6:30 or whatever time Daybreak airs. I was sleeping. So we want to thank you guys for actually coming back and appearing with us. Damian, what is the state of the sport of bodybuilding in Cayman? It would seem to me, from the outside looking in, all three of you guys recently got your pro cards. Is this a sport that's kind of on the upswing in the Cayman Islands, as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, that's a good word for it. It is on the upswing. Back in the past, it was really popular. We've had shows here, full qualifiers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of went dormant after a while. So we're trying to just bring it back and just make it popular.
And Anthony, let's get you in here. What is it about bodybuilding that you enjoy, and like, why are you guys so dedicated to this sport out of any sport that you could participate in?
Well, like what my coach said before, if it was easy, anybody would be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It really takes a lot. Leading up to my show, there was, mornings where I had to get up at 5, work out, do the cardio. Dieting was intense. We're eating some stuff that people normally wouldn't want to try.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of bland food. You have to cut the salt, something like that, and the intense weight training.
Following up on the holidays, that's got to be rough during the Christmas, New Year season to keep your diets going. How did all that work out?
It is pretty rough because you're going to family events and everybody has food, everybody has the nice Cayman style beef, all the food you typically see. But for me, I don't know how these guys did it, but I just didn't eat the pastries and I did more cardio. So I'll just eat more of the whole food, the meat, the rice.
Mm-hmm.
But wake up in the morning, have to start cardio, you'll burn all the calories off. So from Christmas, I only put on about 5 pounds, which isn't bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
I typically put on 15, 20 because in the past, I used to eat very big, but we want to stay in relatively decent shape now,
Sure.
trying to maintain a better look and, consider, okay, well, I'm a professional now. I do want to look a certain weight per year instead of gaining a lot of fat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here's Nick. Here you are at your competition in Florida a few weeks ago. Can you guys make a career in this? Is this something that you guys could professionally, full-time, become professional bodybuilders, go on tour? Is that something that's in the cards for you?
It is very possible, yeah. To make it in the sport, of course, is very difficult. Like Anthony said, it feels easier about we doing it. But the amount of dedication you need in order to really be successful at this, to have monetary success from it, it's a lot of time, a lot of effort. But it can very well be done. There's a lot of people who live off of the sport. A lot of people who just, prep, do shows, but also do appearances. They also have supplement contracts. I've been supplement-sponsored by Extreme Russian Apparel as my clothing sponsorship. Okay. With them, I can get 10% commission on sales. So there are avenues that you can go into this and also profit money from. But we don't really do it for the money. There's money involved, but I do because I love it. We all do because we love it. And right now we're just really trying to bring it into Cayman. You know, we're all talking pretty much daily about the show being here. We actually have a meeting this weekend about things that we like to set in stone to have this show something real. So it's in the works. I want to say November, December at the end of the year, possibly beginning of 2018 or 2017 actually. But you know, we just want to do the best we can to bring it back to life and spark the interest back in Cayman.
What needs to happen to make that show a reality? Because we talked about that a little bit. You know, do we have the infrastructure? Do we have the venues for it? You know, what needs to happen to make the show a reality?
Yeah, most definitely. It's just a matter of just putting everything together, getting the groundwork. Obviously, it's going to cost money. So probably approach companies, get some sponsorship, and just get it going. Nick got the approval from the organization to actually bring the show here. So, you know, just need to work on it.
And before we go, Nick, I've seen you kind of post about this on Facebook, that you weren't necessarily starting out as like the biggest guy in the room. I'm what you would call a skinny fat guy. You know, could even I, a skinny fat guy, get into shape? I mean, is this a sport for everybody across the board?
It is for everyone. Anybody can do it, but it does take a different kind of mentality. You know, the physical body, you don't need to be a big, huge guy to compete as a bodybuilder. I mean, I compete at 171 pounds, very light. There are guys that was on stage with me that had 30, 40 pounds on me. But when it comes to being a bodybuilder, it's more about detail, separation, having the line symmetry, more of the small waist. Of course, with having a decent amount of mass as well. But people have a big misconception that bodybuilding is a mass sport. Mass is involved, and you need a degree of mass. But anyone with a good amount of training, a good amount of dedication, with a proper diet can step on stage and compete. It's all about just the mentality of it.
And just dedicating yourself to it.
Definitely so.
All right, before we go to break, Anthony, what's up next for you? Got any competitions on the horizon?
Yeah, I'm actually looking at competing anywhere between April and August, and hopefully I can qualify from there in the New York Cup, which is basically like the championships.
Okay. Damien?
Competing in April, the Pro Bowl, beginning.
Okay.
So just getting off my off season now, so just gotta put in our work now. And hopefully, if I place the top quarter within that show, then that automatically qualified me for the New York Cup, which is the World Championship of
That's awesome. All right, well, we wish the best of luck to all you guys, and definitely we'll keep checking in and see how everything's going. So thanks so much. Coming up after the break, we've got more Let's Talk Sports. We're going to be talking Gaelic football season right around the corner. Stick around. More Let's Talk Sports in 2 minutes. Thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
I wanna run to you.